Hey there, Nicole Marie Finch here, and you are watching my health and mindset blog. Happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Today, I want to talk about this word that's really infiltrated a lot of our vocabularies in a way that is not so great. And it's actually holding us back. We don't even realize it. And that word is try. So, we might say things like, oh, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to meet that deadline. I'm going to try to accomplish that goal. I'm going to try to feel happier. I'm going to try to be healthier. I'm going to try to get healthy, to get well. If you're sick, I'm going to try. Your brain is not reacting to try the way you think it is. Trying means you don't actually do anything. When your brain hears try, it hears failure. It hears that's not going to happen. Because when you try something, you will always fail. Because if you're trying, you're never actually doing. Because if you did it, then you would have succeeded. You wouldn't have tried, you would have succeeded and done it. Let me give you an example. Why don't you go ahead and try to walk across the room? Go ahead, try to walk across the room. I don't know if you're holding me in your hands and you can go walk and try, or why don't you try doing that? Okay, did you do that? Now, if you walk across the room, then you walked across the room. There was no try about it. You did it, or you didn't. You're either still standing or sitting in the same spot where you are right now, and you failed, you didn't walk across the room, or you did walk across the room, and you succeeded. There was no try, because you just did it. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how our brain thinks about try. It's either you do it or you don't. And if you're trying to do something, you're not actually doing it. You're not actually succeeding it. You're either doing it or not. So if you say, I'm going to try reading that book, you're either going to read the book or not. Now, sometimes we'll use the word try instead of the word test. Like, I'm going to try this new restaurant, which kind of means I'm going to test out this new restaurant. So I'm not really talking about it in that sense. We're talking about when we say things like, I'm going to try to be happier. You're either going to be happier or you're going to not be happier. I'm going to try to get well. You're either going to get well or you're not going to get well. The thing is, if you say that you're happy, but you're not really happy, your mind won't believe you. Okay? If you say, I'm going to try to be happy, your mind's going to be like, yeah, that's not really what I'm seeing here. If it's not going to believe you, that you're going to be happy, then there's a risk of failure. And if your mind hates failure, your mind is afraid of failure. That is like, oh no. That's a little bit of our caveman brain I talked about before. Our caveman brain, it's life or death. Okay, it's either going to be good and help give you a better life, or it's going to kill you. And failure is one of those things where failure, kind of back in the caveman days, meant death. So your brain's like, ooh, no. So when you are not convincing your brain and it doesn't believe you, it's going to have this fear of failure, and it's going to focus on that fear, and things are just going to get worse, and you're going to get farther and farther away from reaching your goal. So when you say, I'm going to try to feel happier, your brain goes, I'm not buying it. You said you're going to try. Try means you're not going to really do it. Try means failure. So we got to get rid of this try. Don't try. Act as if. If your mind will believe it to be true, then the fear will go away and you will find success. Act happy and you will feel happy. Act well and you will feel well. Acting is often easier to do than trying to convince your mind to think one way or the other. So rather than trying to be more positive, trying to be optimistic, trying to be the successful person, the confident person, it's really hard to talk yourself into doing that, to will yourself to do that, especially if you use a word like try, where your mind is going to see try and see that as failure, because if you try something, you're not doing it. You've got to act as if. Acting is a way that if you're starting to do it, it's really convincing, because she's doing it. So it must be true. So now we're gonna do it. That sounds backwards. Because if you want to try to feel happy, you start acting happy, you're like, well, but I'm not happy, so how can I act happy? That sounds backwards. Go back to your days as a kid, when you may have played pretend. You were the dinosaur in the woods, you were the dog walking on the floor, you were Spider-Man, you were whoever you wanted to be. You played pretend. You can still do that, I bet. If you have kids, you probably do that. We need to take that childhood practice, which turns out was fun at the time and silly and enjoyable, but actually helped prepare us to be a successful, happy adult. We can take that lesson that we learned of how to play pretend and do it the adult version way, which is to act as if. If you want to be happy, if you want to be confident, act that way first. And then you'll start to feel that way. And then you will be that way. And you'll start seeing life becoming more and more that way around you. So I hope that this makes sense. I know I talked a little bit in circles, but it's one of those weird things that it's hard to explain. And when you really start to think about it, you start to see. Now you're gonna notice when you say the word try. Notice that. Be aware of that and try to get rid of the word try. See what I did there? You can't try to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it. Get rid of the word try. Just be. Act as if. Do. Walk across the room. Are you with me? I know life is chaos. Let's have fun with it. Let's stop trying and just start doing.